Testing, testing, testing. Alright, here we go. So let's play us some Nioh. I've already started a game mainly to test how it records, because that's a thing that needs to be done. But we're gonna start a new game for this, of course, because, you know, gotta start from the beginning. And I hope, I do hope that running this game as a stream will work out. Because I kind of have the RAM as a bit of a bottleneck, but it seemed to work fine before, so should be alright. In case you've somehow missed it, Nioh is often compared to the Souls games. I personally like to describe it more as a Diablo clone with third-person skill-based combat. Mainly because it's got a lot of just loot mechanic stuff going on. Equipment is more disposable rather than having a ton of unique items. There's a zillion of non-unique items. Just stuff you pick up, and that's randomized. Mostly, anyway.
Some call it a miraculous stone. The Philosopher's Stone. The Queen of England remains locked in combat. With Spain, the country where the sun never sets, for control of the entire world. Her forces weakening with every battle. The Queen and her inner circle turn to divination and alchemy, hiring pirates like us, finding Rita for them. With that power, they managed to defeat the invincible Spanish Armada. But now it seems they want to keep their methods a secret.
If I'm gonna drop frames, it's most likely during loading screens where nobody cares. But if it happens, in the middle of the game, let me know. So this is our dude, he's called William. He's based on a real historical figure also called William. This William is a combatant while the real one was more of a traitor. You can see he's ripped as fuck. He's so fucking ripped you can punch a hole in a wall. That's how things work. I did play this game before, by the way. Like, I beat it on PS4, went to New Game Plus, also called Way of the... I forget. Was it Warrior? I think base difficulty is Way of the Samurai. Followed by Warrior, followed by Demon, followed by Nioh. There's 4 different New Game Pluses, and they get increasingly more brutal. Right now, there isn't really a lot to the combat. Well, I was gonna say unfortunately, but this early on, just easing the player into how the game controls is probably for the better anyway. But it gets really complex later on, and that's where the game shines. Because I really don't care an awful lot for the story of this game. I think it's incredibly bland, bad almost, just unremarkable really. There's stuff happening, but it doesn't matter. And that just now was not a frame drop, that was just the game hitching. Happened like once or twice when I just played without recording. Now it happens a bit more, but hey, at least my stream's not dropping frames. I hope this is just a temporary thing though. Oh, I guess using a crossbow. Or whatever. But yeah, this game's combat gets really impressively complex, with tons of weapons, deep movesets, and in fact 3 movesets per weapon that you can switch between on the fly, depending on what it is you want to do. And there's backstabs and stuff in this game, but they don't quite work the same way as they would in a Souls game. Basically, when you're behind an enemy, you do more damage naturally if you hit them. There's also like a backstab move, which, you know, only really works if an enemy's not yet aware of you. Oh wait, is there an item down there? Ah, no. Sometimes below those stairs there's like some goodies. It's not like they are unique treasures that you need to pick up, otherwise you'll die, but... yeah, thanks. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Basically, she's William's guardian spirit, and he has a crush on her. And we get an axe. I would prefer a... do I have a spear already? You just kind of get a couple of weapons in this little tutorial here. Oh yeah, well, you know, let's go with the axe. You get to pick between 2 main weapons after the tutorial, and I think I know which ones I'm gonna pick. We'll see. I don't think I'm able to open this. Nope, I'm not. Because there was actually no real reason for me coming here to this spot except to activate this shrine or bonfire, whatever you want to call it. Which functions similarly to how it would in a Souls game, where you respawn there if you die. Healing items work a bit differently. And in this area in particular, that works differently from the rest of the game.
Indeed, the pirates have served their purpose.
The death of the leader of Japan will spark a war.
Okay, I won't stand here and listen to them. That guy we saw there is Edward Kelly, our main villain, talking to some conspiracy dude. I'm sure this will not become relevant ever. They basically just talk about how Amrita is stuff that exists and they want it and they're gonna go to Japan to get it. It's quite a long conversation and you're just kind of forced to stand there, so that's why I'm not gonna bother. Alrighty, now we're here. If we die, you have a shortcut, which is unnecessary because there's basically nothing in the way. Whatever though. Saves a couple seconds. Alright, need to remember to actually get dressed. Not that it matters much in this tutorial area here. But you know. No reason to go to those guys, but I'm gonna, after dealing with that guy. Oh my god. I got just hit for the first time in this playthrough. I will, without a shadow of a doubt, also die plenty of times. You see me dodge behind enemies a lot, but that's just to get, like, the attack from behind bonus. Because blocking is plenty overpowered in this game. Okay, so the game expects us to go down there. But I'm gonna take a bit of a shortcut going along here. I have to fight 2 more powerful than normal enemies for this part of the game. And let's see if I can do it. Just gonna heal to be safe. Like, this is just a consumable. It's not anything too special. And you can see the enemy has a stamina bar there. That worked out well. But yeah, you can see the enemy stamina bar, which is really nice. They actually have stamina. And once it's empty, they collapse mostly. There's a bit more nuance to it, but that's it basically. Oh, come on. Just stop blocking. Yeah, blocking is overpowered. It works the same for just normal players. Just attack. There we go. Otherwise, I could have just gone down there and up into that room I'm going to unlock. But since there's no real reason to explore everything in this tutorial, or even just explore, there's nothing here that you can permanently miss out on, because you lose everything you pick up here after the tutorial, which I don't really view as a bad thing. It would be nice though if there was some kind of permanent reward. And yeah, collecting goodies often comes with the Amrita memories of those who died. I'm sorry, I will be talking over most of them. It will not be relevant for the most part though, because unless you understand Japanese, I will not actually, you know, make you not understand stuff, unless, you know, again, you speak Japanese. Let's try the axe on this one. Come on, come and do it. The axe is better for, like, just getting rid of ki, aka stamina. But you can see here that it, well, it does matter actually. Alright, I got a spear. I think the spear is one of the weapons I'm gonna pick. Oh, I have 2 spears actually. They have levels, you can see that here. That's just a general indicator of how powerful they are, but the real attack value and stuff is still there. You know, people say Dark Souls is kind of opaque with its, like, communication of what stats do, but that's not true. Every stat is actually told what it does. This game, though, has some things that are harder to grasp. And spears are actually good for crowd control. They're not just stabs. I mean, you can stab with them. The heavy attack is a stab, but the light attack is just some sweeps. And the like later skills, techniques that you learn are actually really good for that too. Just an overall good crowd control weapon. You wouldn't think it normally, but that's how it is. And oh my god, look at this. We've got a ton of rage on this thing.
It's you. The man with the guardian spirit.
If I die, the secret of the stones dies with me.
Let me show you what these stones can do. Behold. It's time for your execution.
Rita, I googled it, means immortality. And this guy has a purple stamina bar. This is relevant. And that guy hits like a truck, so don't be hit. That's my pro tip. You know, I could do that. I could activate Living Weapon and win the fight instantly. Actually, let's do that. There's nothing you get really for beating him normally.
Well done. Quite a feat. So this spirit shall guide me to the kingdom of gold.
Alright, so...
The journey was not an enjoyable one. During 2 years' voyage, the Helloff was lost. The trow sank, while the hope vanished without a trace. The good news of the Blythe Boatshap was nothing but lies. Only Leifta remained. An ironic twist. For what awaited us in the Far East wasn't love. It was monsters and death.